Hello everyone, and welcome to the Trending in My Life podcast, episode 53. This week we're talking about mind shifting, that directional change that you make in your life to be happier. You know, when someone accuses you of "you've changed," proudly answer, "Well, yes I did." After all, you're an evolving human being. It's part of life not to stay the same throughout it. At some point, you have a reality check about progress towards your goals and realise sometimes that it's not what you want anymore. You don't even know why you're doing it. You change direction because if it's right for you right now, then it's right for you. If the shift makes you happier, then you should make it. Never mind what other people think, that you're forever changing your mind. That's not true. You change it when you need to. You might wake up one morning, look in the mirror and decide you just don't like the way you look. I'm not talking how we all look in the mirror and think, "Ooh, looking a bit rough this morning." I'm talking about that need to genuinely change something big. Like, from now on, you're going to wear your hair down and never tie it up. You decide out of the blue you're going to cut your hair into a fringe, or what some call bangs. You might decide to abandon wearing t-shirts and go for a shirt, a formal shirt every day. It might be no more jeans, only dresses. It might be no more sneakers, only smart shoes. And it might have a knock-on effect on other parts of your life. Like, you might decide to wear flats instead of heels, resolving to walk more and get healthier to save money from having to get transport. Sometimes you need to let go of the partner that's not on the same wavelength as you. If you've been waiting for that person that you're with to propose, to decide to get married, to take that further step, and it seems like it's never going to happen, then maybe it's time to look for a partner who's on that same wavelength, that wants to get married, not that you have to force into it. It might be one of you desperately wants a dog and the other one doesn't. Then you sit there and ask yourself, could I do without the other person? Would I be happier if I had a dog and woke up each morning and took it for a walk? If you're actually contemplating that, it usually means you're not quite as into your partner as you should be. Sometimes it's part of life that you've been the clown, the one that's always messing around, always joking in your group of friends, and suddenly you change and become the serious, studious one. You're always busy studying. Again, you'll be accused of, why have you changed? You've changed. You didn't used to be like this. And it could be that there was a catalyst. It could be that you realised you've only got so many years left to get a degree or to gain a qualification. And if you didn't buckle down and do some hard work, you simply wouldn't get it. And you don't want to be that person. After the years of study, you want to actually get what you set out to get. And if you're no longer the clown in the group, then that's fine with you. You have to look at the long term. It might be in your life that you finished uni, you got a job, and then you suddenly had an income. So you spent it. You had a good time. You became the person that when you went out, the drinks were on you. Let's have another round of shots. You go shopping the day before and you're like, well, I know I've got shoes, but I need some new ones. Or I need a new shirt. I need a new dress. I need. And you're in a spiral of constant spending. And at some point, you feel overwhelmed by how much debt you've racked up. and things have to change. You suddenly become frugal. You're not spending anymore. You're not going out, let alone being the person buying all the drinks. You're selling off a lot of your clothes that you don't wear in the huge wardrobe you've accumulated. You're making do and budgeting, something you'd never done before. But it's life, and it's changes that became necessary to keep going and to eventually get to the point where you don't have to worry about debts and you've cleared them and you can start again all fresh and decide where to spend that spare money that you now have. There are lots of times in your life when you make that mind-shifting decision path and you never quite know when it's going to come about. You might have been happily in a job that you've been in for years, and then you go to an event somewhere and you get chatting with someone. And when you get chatting with them, they talk to you about other things outside your workplace. And you start to think things through and think, hey, I used to be really interested in doing that. And I wonder if I'm still capable of doing that. And then you become dissatisfied with the job you've been in for years and decide, hey, my career's not finished yet. If I want to switch, if I want to change direction, I can still do that. And that person you met puts you in touch with someone else, who puts you in touch with someone else, and you come to the decision that you're going to change your career. And although it's a big thing, you don't feel scared by it because you feel like, wow, it seems like I've just been waiting for this day to come around and to try and go a different path. Because in life, we might walk lots of different paths with different partners, with different careers. We make choices according to our experiences, but also according to the people and events that happen in our life. We never know when there's going to be a mind-shifting time where suddenly everything seems to change. And yes, you do change your mind. You aren't thinking the same, doing the same. You've decided that's not quite right for you anymore. So you're going to go off in a different direction. And that's good, because as long as you're working towards a happier you, that's all that you can ask for. It's quite often that we go along in life and never think about what makes us really happy. And sometimes when we're on vacation and we have spare time and we're not stressed out, we start to think about things like that. We start to think about what would really make us happy. There's some people that go on vacation and like it so much they decide they actually want to live wherever they vacationed. And that's what they go home and start working towards. And to some of us that seems crazy, but to the people who do that, it's just a mind-shifting time. It's just time for them to change their thinking and decide to live differently, which is what they end up doing. If you come to that point where you're making a mind shift, changing direction, don't allow other people to influence that, because they've got used to you being a certain way, behaving and turning up to things that they like you being there for, and suddenly you're not there or you're somewhere different. It might be that the group of friends that you've always been with isn't working for you. They don't really think the same way as you. Their jokes aren't really funny anymore. Maybe you've just grown out of them and you hang out with a different group of friends now, and it's just the way you are. Things change. Your mind shifted and the first group seemed a bit childish now, and I don't know, you don't want to do what they want to do anymore. So you've shifted to the new group. And you might get accused by the old ones saying, oh, you think you're better than us, or what's the matter with you? Why aren't you coming out with us anymore? You've changed. You never used to be like this. Well, don't allow that to drag you down or second guess yourself. You go for what you want. You be with the people that make you happy. I think one of the things that tells you it's the right thing to do, the right change of direction, is if you're throwing yourself into it, you're going full steam ahead, you're not second guessing, and you're not looking back either. You've no indecision. I think that's key. If you've no indecision about it, you know it is the right decision and that you're heading the right way. So I hope you enjoyed the podcast this week. If you've made a mind-shifting decision, comment below and let me know what it is and share with the community. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend and come back next time. Bye for now.